Okay, guys, I'm not quite sure what happened, but my line to try this again.
Well, I
It's
don't know what happened there.
yeah, it's good. Just said no, no, no. We're not having you today. There's no speaking truth. We're getting real, whether Instagram likes it or not. We are getting real today about love, relationships, business, career, and how they marry.
Absolutely.
So please go on, keep introducing yourself.
All right. So, yes, I'm Aimée, originally from Cameroon. I live in Belgium, in Antwerp. Let me just, what's going on with my phone? I'm so sorry, babe.
It's okay.
Sorry, guys. Yes. Stay,
There you go.
stay. It's,
Like no.
it's like I'm talking to a dog. Yes. Okay, we are there. So, Aimée, I'm 41 years old. I'm a mom of one daughter, a stepmom to two. So I have like three. I call them kids, but my daughter is 12. Actually, daughter and son are 12, and I have one of 9. I actually have 4 kids, my partner included. So
So is the biggest kid of them all.
that's the biggest kid of them all. So what's my past? I moved to Belgium when I was like 13 years old. I've been living since then in Belgium in 97. I actually built a strong career in the human resources. And then like more than 1 year ago, I decided to make a completely switch to my career to become a business owner and also teach other women like me with a migration background how to start their own businesses, but also how to improve their mindsets and their career. So that's I think like a shortcut of my introduction.
That's
I
awesome,
guess it's like that.
and I think this is such a key topic. So if you're just joining today, we're talking about what's love got to do with your
Mm,
career and your business. And I was explaining in the introduction how a lot of times we think that they're two separate things where one doesn't impact the other, but we have seen through many stories, my personal story, and Amy, maybe you can tell us about your story as well as we go along,
mhm,
how the partner that you choose can either elevate you or can
mhm,
drain you, hold you back, pull you down, call it anything that it is.
mm,
It can impact whatever those dreams are.
mhm,
So if you're someone who's been struggling with your career or you've been thinking about starting a business and you don't have a supporting partner, today we're going to be sharing with you some tips, some helpful ways
mhm,
that you can still go ahead and go
mhm,
after those big dreams and those big goals that you have. But we
mhm,
also do want to recognize that sometimes the partner that you're with might be your biggest dream killer. That's what I want
mhm,
to call them
mhm,
anyway. Might be
mhm,
holding you back. So how can we overcome that?
mhm.
Amy, business coach, tell us, and
Wow.
even within your HR experience, did
Mhm,
you ever come across situations where personal issues at
mm.
home were impacting people's ability to thrive in their work or with their business or in life in general?
Absolutely, absolutely. I will start with my career when I was in the HR. It was something that's and I had a feeling like actually just before the lockdown and then right after the lockdown, it was just like wow, people are waking up. They are being more aware of what they truly want, where they want their careers to be.
Mhm.
But before that, I kept on seeing women that were keeping themselves like really small because they were like, okay, but if I choose, I actually, yeah, I would like to do that job, but I don't think my husband will like me to do it because then I'll have to work full time. He doesn't want me to work full time, but it's actually a job that I would like to do. So now I'll let it pass. So that's something that really, I'm not going to say yeah, it was really frustrating for me because I was like, wow, you have so much potential. Why are you holding yourself back or down just because your partner doesn't want you to do that job? He's not the one who's going to do that job. It's you. It's up to you. Do you like it or not? Do you have the experience needed or not? Um, and so I think it's sometimes it can be on a subconscious level, but also the thing like the scareness, like okay, if I do this job, I might lose my partner. Maybe he's my partner for life, so I would rather how do you say it? I would rather keep it low,
Yeah.
not go not putting my big mouth out there, and in order to lose this amazing man that I have in my life. And so I'm like, if that man, he's truly the one for you, and he knows that you have that big dream, that big of a dream, even if he's not entirely 100% like um sure that
Yeah.
that dream you can realize that big dream,
Mhm.
even if he's not 100% sure of it, you're the one with that big dream.
Mhm.
So it's really important, and it's so wow. And it's something that I'm also speaking from my own experience. Like, if I don't have a partner who doesn't support me in everything I do, it doesn't have to support me in all the things that I do or all the biggest dream that I have, but even the tiniest support can do a lot.
Yeah.
If somebody who loves you can't do that, I'm sorry to break it to you, but yeah, you wake up one day and be like, shit, why didn't I listen to myself 10 years ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And this is, again, there's just a lot of narratives around how we
Mm-hmm.
were raised or how we thought
Oh.
relationships are supposed to be. And these things keep keeping us stuck. And, like
Mm-hmm.
you said, people have this idea that this is my forever happily ever after partner.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, you decide to make yourself small. You
Mm-hmm.
decide to have no dreams or not to dare to go after your dreams because
Mm-hmm.
you feel like you might lose this person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be mean, but I'll say lose the person.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a situation where, I've always been super ambitious since I was
Mm-hmm.
young, and I've always had big dreams. I'm always going after something or the other.
Mm-hmm.
And I was with a partner one time who said to me, Joan, why, actually quoted the Bible to me, says, haven't you heard of contentment? Why can't you be content?
With
Why are you
what you
trying to
have.
conquer the
Yeah.
world? Why are
Oh
you trying
my.
to do more than you can be? Why are you trying to be more than everybody else? Why can't you just be content? And it just killed me. That it rubbed
Mm-hmm.
me up the wrong way so badly.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, content? Like, who would want to be that? That's basic. Like, content? What the hell?
I'm
I'm
not the
sure that's not what the
average
Bible
person.
meant. But, a lot of the times we hold
Mm-hmm.
ourselves back, or I get that people want somebody to encourage them, someone
Mm-hmm.
to support them, especially the person who's closest to you.
Mm-hmm.
And if the person can't see you, because they're part of seeing who you are, if they can't see that your glory, your greatness, and be willing to support you, I love what you said. They don't have to understand the nitty gritty of
Mm-hmm.
what it's going to take or what's going to happen, but just that whole, you want to try this,
Mm-hmm.
you go for it. I got you,
Yes, I
right?
got your
Give it a
back.
shot, see what
Yeah.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
Encourage you, but no, they try to hold you down, pull you down, tell you who the
Mm-hmm.
hell do you think you are?
Mm-hmm.
You already have a job. What are you looking for out there?
Mm-hmm.
Why
Just
can't
be
you just
content. Just be
just be
content.
content?
That
Look,
contentment.
that
See,
contentment
no.
kills. Dream
Uh-uh.
killer. They are dream killers.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think it's also, I'm not going to put it all in the same group or something like that. And it's also something that I found out that actually got me the last few years that I was on my HR job, but also in the business coaching now, I'm also seeing it,
Yeah,
because you see those women with those big dreams that they want to achieve, and they're, yeah, I'm repeating myself, but they keep themselves small because they're
yeah,
afraid of, yeah, what will my partner think about it? He won't support me. It's like, no, 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 just stay, just be. Oh, also the phrase that I hear a lot: just be realistic. Don't be a dreamer. Just be realistic. The life is not that way.
mhm,
The life is, yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh. Maybe I'm from another planet or something like that. But I'm like, be realistic. Okay,
yeah,
I am realistic, and that's why I
exactly.
have those big dreams,
Yeah,
because I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I can achieve. I know what I want. And even if I want to earn 1,000K a month, just let me.
exactly.
How I'm going to get there, it doesn't matter,
Yeah,
as long as I believe that I can. And I
mhm,
think the it all goes actually a long way back. I think we are, even though we are one of the new generations, I don't know, I don't even know which generation we are, Gen Z, with all those things
some
out there now.
gen. Yeah,
We are waking up, because we are like, it has to stop somewhere and to start somewhere.
yeah,
We can't keep living on the beliefs of our ancestors, or even our grandparents, who were like,
mhm,
okay, also think like, okay, women, men are going to work, women have
Yeah.
to stay at home to take care of the kids. In certain part of the country of our of our continent, let me put it that way, you still see it. And so even if those women have like a role model who truly a goal getter and who's like, I don't care what the other thinks of me. This is what I want, and I'm just going to fucking get it. They're still scared because it's so imprinted in our brains,
Mhm.
but it's something that we actually have to work from the inside out. And one of the taboo about it also is like, yeah, that the personal development also is not that important in our culture. It's like, well, personal, and what, because it's not something like that you can touch. You can touch it, you can see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh yeah, or even when you want to go to a mental health specialist, like, oh, you're
You're crazy.
crazy, you don't have to go there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let them lock you out.
Yeah.
So people are scared because of those judgments, because of those what other might think of them,
Mhm.
and that fear is so big that it just hold them back.
Yeah.
Even yeah, it's just
It,
I can talk hour about it,
yeah.
about how it can frustrate me sometimes that you're
Yeah.
like, come on, you
It,
have
it's
yeah.
it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating, especially
Hmm.
from our background, where it's
Yes.
still frowned upon, where where the highest honor that a woman has is that she's married, she's Mrs.
Yes.
Somebody,
Hmm.
right? It's not how much she's accomplished in the world, it's not how much impact she's made. It is
Hmm.
about, is she somebody's wife?
Wife. Yeah.
And now you have to do everything possible, including kill yourself,
Hmm.
destroy yourself, kill all of your dreams just
Hmm.
to maintain that
Hmm.
status. But like you said, times have changed, or times
Hmm.
are changing pretty rapidly. And we're now living in a world where women are equally as ambitious, if not even more ambitious these
Hmm.
days, where there's a fire that's been lit up inside of us to go after our dreams, to dream big. These are
Hmm.
things that we never had
Hmm.
before. And now to be stuck with a partner who is not supportive,
That's true.
it's first of all, it's already scary for a woman to have all these big dreams, but then not to
Hmm.
have somebody who's supportive
Hmm.
can kill and destroy those dreams pretty quickly.
Hmm.
So, what advice do you have for, like, I want to split the advice now. What
Hmm.
advice do you have for women first before we
Hmm.
talk to the men? For
Hmm.
women who are in those, no, let's talk to the men first. What
Hmm.
advice do you have for the men
Hmm.
who are partnered, married, relationship, whatever,
Hmm.
with a woman who is now having these big dreams and wants to pursue some of these goals that she has?
Hmm. You see, I think first of all, we think differently, men and women. We are men are like more. I want to be realistic. I'm analyst. I'm an analyst, like a sort of scientist almost.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I want to have proofs, and then I'll believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're more we like to be more challenged. We like to just to go on adventure and see what it gives us. So to men with those women, I'm like I said before, you don't have to believe entirely in her dream. You choose that woman for a reason. Remind yourself for the reason why you chose her. When you chose her, she was ambitious. When you chose her, she had big dreams. When you chose for her, she wanted to make something of her life, and she wanted you to be a part of it. So even if her dream is so big that it scares the shit out of you, it should. Then it means she can absolutely make that dream work. And it won't be for her alone, it will be for you, because a woman that's ambitious, she's not going to be selfish. She's also thinking about you, about how can I improve our future? How can I improve the generation, the future of our
Yeah.
generations that are coming, of the kids the kids that we're going to have together, if you have the chance to have kids, even if you don't have kids, how can I improve? How can I be a part of our success? And it doesn't have to be the way you want it to be, because it's not one size fits all. It can be whatever she sees, and she's on the long term, not on the short term.
Yeah.
So that's my advice. Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree. Just to read a comment, says sometimes it's being in a relationship with someone with a complex and doesn't want to soar above him. And this is one of the key things I talk about. If you haven't downloaded my playbook, let me just warn you right now, go download my playbook. The
Do
real
it.
attraction pyramid.
Absolutely.
Go download because again, we've completely overlooked this idea of alignment where you think that because there's chemistry or that you can be compatible in life that you are soulmates. You are not necessarily soulmates. You need to be in alignment, and that's what she's alluding to, where you're on this trajectory of growth and this person is stuck somewhere, and now the person is going to try to hold you back because they're not willing to look further, they're not going
Yes.
anywhere. And so now the woman is like, oh, but if I keep going, I'm going to lose him, or he's going to try to pull me down, or society is going to say XYZ, right? An ambitious woman is a threat, is an asset and not a threat. Absolutely. So
Absolutely. I do agree.
to
Yes.
the men, if you have these kind of women, I think you should be proud of yourself. I think you should
Absolutely.
embrace it. Women
Amen.
have changed. We are not the women from the dark ages. We see things a lot more differently than men do, right? We're able to do a lot. We're able to build something bigger. Like even the Bible says, when two come together, two can conquer 10,000. And it's better to embrace that and give her space, give her room to expand. If a woman is on a journey of expansion, support it. And if you even if you don't want to support it, there's the passive tolerance, even though I hate that, but just allow her. If you're not going to support and
Yes.
fuel the fire, sit at the sidelines, but don't try to stop her.
No,
Do
not
not try to
at
stop
all.
her.
Not at all.
Allow her to soar, allow her to fly. It's so
And
important.
it actually make me think of I don't know how the saying goes. If you give a woman like I can't remember her well, but I think a lot of the viewers will remember it. Like if you give her like a wooden something, she will build you a house. If you
Yep,
give her that, she will build that.
that is true.
So we are builders. We are not meant to stay on the low, or just to be like yes, we're not going to do anything. Even if we are so, our fire inside, it's just how we are, it's just how we are built. Even if a woman tells you, no, I'm not that ambitious, she's fucking lying, because she hasn't found it yet, or she hasn't found her passion yet. But every single woman on this planet Earth has ambitions,
Yeah,
big or small.
yeah,
Every single one of them.
yeah. Okay, so we've spoken to the men. Let's speak to the women now. And
Oh,
I want to speak
sisters.
to two different two different categories of women. So let's talk to the women who are in a partnership, married, relationship, long-term, whatever, situationship, whatever. And they're struggling. They have these big dreams. They want to move forward, but they're not getting the support at home. What practical tips can they start implementing today to help them move forward with their dreams?
First of all, you don't have to because the things we will be like urged to do will be like, try to change our partner, try to change him.
Yeah.
Don't don't try to force him. Don't try, because the more you're going to try to change him, the worse it will get. Don't. You know what you want, you know your dreams, keep believing on them. If you're like, okay, I don't have any support at home, the world is big. It's not only your home where you can get support. Okay, it can be very nice and very supportive if you also have that support at home. Get yourself an accountability group. Go network with women, with other women that lift you up, that support the dream, that are in the same page as you, and see how you can lift each other's up. Don't only hope or count on one support, but because there are a lot, because there are other women that are in the same shoes as you are
Yeah.
now. So don't
Yeah.
don't close yourself and hoping to change your current partner to support you more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Yeah.
the, I think even just to speak about women supporting women, I think maybe 10 years ago we
Mm-hmm.
didn't really have that.
No.
We had women competing with women,
Mm-hmm.
right? So a lot of women were scared to even share their dreams and their goals with their female friends, let alone get support,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because again, everybody was operating on this old narrative. But now the
Mm-hmm.
world has completely shifted, where
Yeah.
now women are seeing each other as collaborators. Women are
Yes.
now supporting each other.
Mm-hmm.
So there's lots of avenues out there where if you're a woman who you're not getting the support at home, reach out. Like Aimée, she's a
Mm-hmm.
business coach. She will work with
Mm-hmm.
you, support you, give you
Absolutely.
the backbone that you need to go on this journey because it's a very
Mm-hmm.
courageous journey.
Mm-hmm.
The path of building a new career or building a new business is not an easy one. So of
Mm-hmm.
course you need support, you need encouragement. But we're telling you today, there are people out there who can support you and encourage you. So reach out to
Mm-hmm.
those people and get the support that you need, whether or not you're getting it at home or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to put one caveat
Absolutely.
here because again, we're not saying, and Amy kind of touched on
Mm-hmm.
that, that there's times to end a relationship, but
Mm-hmm.
there's times where you now need to be emotionally intelligent. You have to know how to navigate things so that you're not escalating the issues,
Things,
but you're
yes.
still able to move forward. You're not killing your dreams, but you're still able to communicate with your partner
Mm-hmm.
in a way where it's like, okay, I know you don't agree with this. I know you don't support me, but this is my own journey and I would love to go on it. I will still be a wife. I will still be a mother or be whatever else it is,
Mm-hmm.
but I would still want to go on this journey and be able to set those very firm boundaries around
Don't.
it. If over
Mm-hmm.
time it escalates to something else, you can decide what you want to do at that point. But please do
Mm-hmm.
not feel like you need to get only your support from your husband
Husband
or from your partner,
or
or
yeah.
don't feel like if he says no, then you need to end the marriage and go forward.
Mm.
There's times to end a
Mm-hmm.
marriage, but we're not going to talk about that today. This is just how you can still move forward if you have a dream of a new
Mm-hmm.
career or a business as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe
Absolutely.
now let's talk about because a lot, like you said, a lot of women have all these ideas, they want to do stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of women also don't even know what they want to do with their lives
Mm. Oh.
because again, we've been programmed a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
So what advice do you have for women who maybe all they've been is one dead end job or maybe
Mm-hmm.
the housewife at
For
home and
another,
they're feeling
yeah.
that fire, they want to do
Oh.
something but not quite sure
Mm-hmm.
which path they want to go on.
Mm-hmm.
What recommendations would you have for them?
Well, actually, it's really funny you mentioned it because it's also something that hit me. Um, I think it was earlier on this week, and so I made a podcast on it on how to find out what you truly want. Because I also found out, and it's something that everybody has. If you go on the street and ask to 5 people, like, okay, what do you want? They're like, I don't know, or be happy, or
Yeah.
they actually don't know. But if you ask someone, what don't you want?
They
You will
know
get a
a very
whole
comprehensive.
list of it.
Yeah.
And so the trick I found, and that's also something they can use if they don't know, like, okay, am I in the right career or not? Am I in a good place, in a good relationship, or whatever? Just write down the things you don't want and take that list again and just
Flip it.
how do you say it? Yeah, flip
Flip it.
it.
Yeah.
And all the things that you write on your list that you don't want are actually the things that you want, but just flip them and ask yourself the question like, okay, why do I want this thing? Keep asking yourself that question, because most of the time also we think we want something because that's what others are expecting from us, and it's not actually something that we have. Let us say, for example, oh, I want to have a great job where I earn like 10K a month. Okay, is it something I really want, or is it something that others or my family is expecting from me, or my husband is expecting from me? Okay, if I have those things, why do I want to have a job, a career, yeah, a job where I have 10K a month? Why? What does it mean for me? Does it absolutely mean something for me
Yeah.
or for the other person?
Yeah.
I think that's where we have to start first. To start by knowing, like, okay, why do I actually want? What am I looking for in a career? Because if you don't know what you're looking for in a career, you will keep on switching from career to career to career, and at the end of the day, you will be on your how do you say it in English? In French is retraite. Then you won't know. You will look back at your career and you'll be like, what did I actually do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
my career. And it's also the same with the business. If you have a dream, if you want to achieve to if you want to be a business owner, ask yourself the question, do I absolutely want to be a business owner, or is it because I'm seeing person A, person B, person C also being a business owner,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm like, yeah, sounds great, let me be
Mm-hmm.
a business owner also.
Mm-hmm.
Because not everybody can be a business owner
That's
or
true.
an entrepreneur. It's not for everyone, but it's absolutely important to know what you, who's watching at us right now,
Yeah.
what you want. That's the most important things in why you want that thing you want.
Yeah.
Because when you know what you want and why you want it, believe me, sis, the sky, as I always say, the sky isn't the limit.
It's the beginning.
And it will just be the beginning.
I love it. And
So,
just to kind of add to what
mm-hmm,
you said, because everybody is created for a purpose, everybody's
mm-hmm,
created for a reason. We have natural gifts and talents that have been
mm-hmm.
bestowed upon us
Yeah.
that we're supposed to use to be a light to this world, to this experience
Mm-hmm,
that we're having. And most times life starts to happen because, again, the narrative get
mm-hmm.
grow old, go to school, get a degree, get a job,
Get
get
it.
married,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
then die,
And have kids and then die.
and then
Yeah.
die. That's kind of it. But that's not it. There is still the you that existed before the relationship. There's
Mm-hmm.
still the you that maybe needs to go to school, but whatever. There's still the
Mm-hmm.
original you, the authentic
You.
you that was created with so much inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then life starts to happen and people get stuck. People get
Mm-hmm.
confused about what they want to do. You ask people, like you said, you ask 10
Mm-hmm.
people, what do you want to do? Nine out of
Mm-hmm.
10 don't know.
I know. I
They
don't
said,
know. Yeah.
I think I just want money.
I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, money doesn't fall on trees. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Who are you
Mm-hmm.
at the core
Mm-hmm.
of yourself? Who are
Mm-hmm.
you? How do you bring light to this world? What will you do that will make your heart leap for joy? What would you do
Mm-hmm.
that every morning you wake up and you're like, let's
Oh,
go? Like,
yeah.
I spent
Mm-hmm.
my entire January building out this
Mm-hmm.
framework in freaking
Mm.
10 days. I wasn't sleeping, but I was fired up, right? I had it. There was no, oh, let's do, because I had something burning inside of me.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Mm-hmm.
question for you today is, what is burning inside of you?
Of
And what
you.
have you poured on that thing
Mm-hmm.
that is no longer burning? You
Mm-hmm.
need to wake it up. You need to
Mm-hmm.
find that fire and you need
Yeah.
to go after it.
Yeah, and also think like, okay, there is no, think about like, there is nothing stopping you at all. Money is not the issue. Your environment is not the issue. Just sit with it and absolutely think about it. Don't think about all the outsides, what's on the outside, but what's in the inside, because that's the most important. And also
Yeah.
something we often forget a lot of time is like, okay, yes, but I want to make that person happy. I want to do this because that person will be happy. But who has to do all those things? You're the one who's going to do all those things. You're the one who wants to please all the other persons. So if you're not happy, you can maybe do it temporarily for like, let us say 5, 10, 15 years. At the end of the day, your self consciousness
Mhm.
will turn around and kick you in the ass
Yeah.
because you are doing all those years something that wasn't you,
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
thought and that's something that happened for me. I was in the HR business for more than 15 years because I was convinced like, okay, this is where I have to be. I found my purpose. Yes, because yeah, I'm someone who loves to help others, and I was like, okay, what can be a greater job than helping someone finding
Their
their
own.
dream jobs,
Yeah.
their dreams. And I had to go through a burnout to find out that, oh, actually, it wasn't my purpose.
Mm.
It wasn't something that I was supposed to do. But I'm so thankful and so grateful that I did it because I learned a lot. And that's also those skills that I learned during those 15 years that are helping me now coaching others to go find a career that's really in alignment with them, but also a business that's really in alignment with them. If I didn't spend those 15 years in HR, in human resources, I wouldn't know by far how to begin
Mhm.
to coach others. So I'm
Mhm.
so grateful for that. Um, But I'm also grateful that I made that realization. I'm still young, even though I'm 41 years old.
Hey, you're still
I know
young.
that I still have
You have so much
time,
time.
bunch of time
Yeah.
to achieve my dreams. And also that it's never too late, babe, because I also see it, especially when I was in my HR business career, but also now that I'm doing the career coaching, I have a lot of clients that come to me like, okay, I've been for 20 years in this job. Yeah, I found my stability and I think I love the job because, yeah, if I leave that job, what am I going to do then? Who's going to hire me again because I'm old?
Yeah.
Drop it, stop it. You're never too old to learn a new
Yeah.
skill. You're never too old to start something new.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
As long as you can stand up, breathe, talk,
Yes.
laugh, you can, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you
Yeah.
can still
You
achieve
can still
so
find it.
much.
Okay.
So
So
much.
before we get into, because I want to make sure that we finish up with the goal setting,
Mhm,
the workshop that you have coming up,
mhm,
and how people can start
mhm,
to set goals for the year, because this is still a brand new year,
mhm,
and the steps that they can take. But before we get into that action, because that's more moving forward, we
mhm,
talked about how men can support their women who are ambitious,
mhm,
looking to either pivot in career or start a business, and how they can support them. We've also talked about the woman who is probably feeling stuck, or she's feeling like, I don't
mhm,
know what to do, or I don't have the support at home. Now I want to
mhm,
talk about the single ladies
mhm,
who are currently in the dating game,
mhm.
the ones who are currently looking for partners,
Oh, the single ladies.
the ones who are looking for partners.
Mhm,
What advice do you have for
mhm,
them
mhm,
based on, so they know that they want to go somewhere with their
mhm,
lives, they have big goals
mhm,
in their selection
mhm,
process while they're going on dates and trying to choose a partner? What are some of the things that they should be on the lookout for so
mhm,
that they have the right kind of partner to support their dreams?
mhm. I think it's always start by what do I want? Actually, because I think the also the misconception we have a lot about the relationships, and we're like, okay, we're looking for someone who can, how do you say it? Be like our other half.
Mm,
No, you have to be complete yourself. The
yes.
other can be like an extra. It's like an extra juice that you add to your, I don't know, to your smoothie or something like that. It's like that extra sugar that you add to your milkshake. It's not the whole sugar that you add to it. When you're entirely sure, you know, like, okay, this is what I want, this is who I am. What extra sugar or even pepper can I add to my sauce? Think about
Yeah.
it. Not like, okay, who can be like here on the same page with me, and that we can do this
Yeah.
together.
Mm,
And because when you had that dream, you see yourself in that dream, you can also think about, okay, what type of person do I see fit in this dream? Not like, okay, what type of person is going to build this dream with me?
mm,
Nuh-uh. What
mm.
type of person do I see fit into this dream of mine?
Yeah.
Because no, baby, you will choose them. You don't have to let no, because you will be complete.
Yes.
You will absolutely be complete.
Yeah.
You are complete. And you're
Hmm.
just looking for that extra, yeah,
Yeah.
extra
The spice.
touch.
I
Yeah.
completely love what you said.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's such a powerful statement that you made.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between looking for somebody who is going to build with you,
Mm-hmm.
right? As opposed to, no,
Mm-hmm.
I just need somebody who is going to recognize the future that I'm building.
Mm-hmm.
As so stop choosing from your current
Situation.
reality.
No. Mm-hmm.
Choose a partner based on where you know you're going, because
Mm-hmm.
when you get there you need to be in alignment. But if you've
Mm-hmm.
chosen from your past where you were not going anywhere, or you
Mm-hmm.
weren't clear on where you were going, then by the time you grow, the person's going to be confused. All you're going to be
Yes.
hearing is, you've
Yes.
changed, you don't have time for me anymore. No, no, no. If you knew before I was building an empire, you would know that, yeah, an
Mm-hmm.
empire owner is a busy
Mm-hmm.
person. So choose from the future version of yourself, not from the current version of
Mm-hmm.
yourself. I think that's so
Mm-hmm.
powerful.
Yeah, that's a
That's
powerful
very
one. I love it. I
powerful.
absolutely love it.
I
I
love
absolutely love it.
it.
Because that's the mistake we make. I'm also going to be honest in it. That's also the mistakes I used to make. But while choosing my partner, I was like, okay, I'm looking for someone who with whom I can buy a house, for example, with whom I can buy a house, have a kid, and all those stuff.
Mm.
But I forgot, like, okay, that's all sweet and well, but what do I want? Where do I want to go?
Am I
And which
going?
person do I see fit in into that big goal of me? Because I don't want someone who's going to keep me down. I don't want to someone that I will have to convince to believe in my dreams.
So painful.
Uh-uh.
So
As long as
painful.
I do believe in those dreams,
Yeah.
does the person believe also?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine. Doesn't it believe? No. And are you ready to support me? Just like
Yeah.
to give me like a little bit
Yeah. I see you.
shoulder there.
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Let's go.
Yeah.
But do I need you in order to build that dream? As I
Yeah.
said before, maybe I'm from another planet, but nah, no thanks.
If you're from another planet, I'm from a I don't know, a different dimension. But again,
So, yeah.
I really want, and these are
Mm-hmm.
all the things that led to me creating the Real Attraction
Mm-hmm.
Pyramid Framework. If you haven't downloaded it, go and download it now, because my goal is really to shift the way we see relationships, the
Mm-hmm.
way we've been programmed to believe that relationships are supposed to work. Yet, less than 5% of people are happily married. Most
Mm-hmm.
people are divorced. Most people are unhappy. A whopping 95% of people who get married are
On
unhappy or
the-
divorced. That should tell you something, that the way we've been defining relationships are not working, right? And a lot of women have, okay, my mom is saying I wish that I knew this when I was 20 or 30. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women have gone through their lives. Now they're in their latter years and they're like, for what?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I gave
Why
up
did I do it?
everything just to try and be small and be with
Mm-hmm.
somebody who doesn't support me, and I'm not able to go after my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we need to change that. The world has
Mm-hmm.
changed and we need to change with it. So go download the playbook if I haven't said that already, and
Mm-hmm.
let's shift the way we look at relationships to
Mm-hmm.
really do the things that empower us and support us to be able to live the highest possible version of ourselves, because that's why we're here. We've come to this world with
Mm-hmm.
a lot of gifts, with a lot of knowledge, but we've shut it down. We're
Yeah.
not pursuing those big goals. Your goals, if they don't scare you, they're not big
They're not
enough.
big enough.
Go back to sleep. Dream
Mm-mm.
some more, dream bigger. We're all wired for greatness. Awesome stuff. Okay, so
Oh,
tell us, how do we go about, and then tell us about your program. How do we go about setting goals for this year, right? It's 2025. We're like, okay, now we're ready. We want to do things differently. We want to, yeah,
shifter.
show me the way.
Yeah.
I want to conquer those big goals. What are some of those steps that people can start to take, and how does that fit into your program?
The steps that can blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. Woohoo. The action step. Actually, I don't have like a blueprint of okay, how can I set my goals and smart and something like that. It all always begin like, okay, who am I and why do I want? What do I want? Once those things are clear, you're going to make your small goals. Actually, you're going to use the smart methods, like, okay, I'll put your biggest dream into small dreams and small actionable steps that you're going to take towards those dreams. And also something that is absolutely important to keep you focused and focused and consistent
Yeah.
is every single thing that you're going to do. If you say yes to something, think about it. Does this thing I'm saying yes to contribute on my goals? Is it a, I don't know, hesitant? Put it aside, sis. Nah. Is it a full yes? Go ahead with it. But ask your question, and I can't say it enough because it's actually the basics of everything. What do you want? That's where it starts. And then starting from there, you can go. Let us say, like, okay, one thing that I want is to have a success. I want to be a business entrepreneur, for example. Okay, why do I want to be an entrepreneur? Oh, because I want to feel independent. I want to be free. Okay, why is it important for me to be free? Oh, because I want to have my own, to make my own decisions. I want to go whenever, wherever I want. Fine, you have your reasons. Okay, and so what are the things that are going to help me to achieve that thing, that to have that freedom? What are my talents? What have I learned? What are my skills? What do I like? What do I love to do? Am I someone who likes who love to help other? But why do I love to help them? what do I want to help them with? Always ask your questions. I'll always ask yourself why and why. Keep on asking that why. Keep on asking that why. And sometimes it might be, yeah, very boring
Yeah.
asking yourself the question why, but it's so important because when you know the true reason why you want something, it will keep you motivated. It will be your motivation that will keep you consistent. Why do we set our goals in the beginning of the year? Because everybody is like, okay, new year, new new, new
And then
habits.
by
Okay,
February,
I want to lose some weight. I'm going to earn some money.
yeah,
And then we are like now we are in January. I'm sure that 90% of the people that set the goals for
gone.
this year have already, nah, okay, no,
We'll try
oh yeah, the weather. Oh
again
no,
next year.
I don't. Yeah, it's like yes, yes, indeed. It's why because it's okay to dream big, to
Mhm.
have that big dream of yours, and yeah, people will say to you, be realistic. Yeah, they are really realistic. That big dream, try to um divide
Yeah,
them into
yeah,
small ones
yeah,
and take every single day small actionable steps that will lead you towards those dreams. But it always starts with what do you want,
yeah,
not your partner,
yeah,
not your baby girl, not your baby boy, or not your mother or your sister. What do you want? Because you are the one who's going to do
yeah.
it, who's going to make it happen.
Abs- Absolutely. And
Mhm.
as a serial entrepreneur and
Mm.
serial career human being who's just done
Mhm.
like, 8, 9 careers now in my life and
Mm.
35 jobs later, businesses, whatever. Like I'm just constantly pivoting.
Mhm.
The number one thing that I found that's made a difference for
Mhm.
me when I set all these big goals or when I embark on a
Mhm.
mission is really having an
Accountability
accountability
part. Yeah.
person. And
Yeah.
that's where people like yourself, coaches keep you
Mhm.
accountable. So if you
Mhm.
say you're going to do something, there's somebody there saying, so where is it?
Mhm.
Like, and
Mhm.
then you come up with excuses, and then
Mhm.
you get tired of your own BS excuses, and then you just go ahead and do it.
Mhm.
The truth is, someone shared with me a book, and I don't know if I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. She's like, "How to be disciplined if you're unmotivated." And I was
Mhm.
like, I said, that's a problem I've never had. I
Mhm.
don't need motivation. I'm just a disciplined human. But I
Mhm.
know that I'm not normal. I'm not regular people. Most people need that
Mhm.
motivation. And that's where you need someone like a coach that can hold you
Mhm.
accountable, that
Yes.
can help you. You decide what are the steps that you can take.
Mhm.
And then the coach is there to say, so have you done it? Or why haven't you
Mhm.
done it? Or
Mhm.
maybe you do it a certain way. The person will be like, okay, have you tried this? Or, I know about this, or I can give you some resources to help you.
Mhm.
But we can't
Mhm.
keep making these excuses year in,
Mhm.
year out. Every year you say, I'm going to start that
Mhm.
business, I'm going to lose that weight, I'm going to
Uh,
do this, I'm going to do that.
uh,
And then
get
you never
help.
do it. It's because there's no accountability.
Mhm.
And that's what
Mhm.
having a coach is. But again, it starts with that clarity. It starts with
Mhm.
that really being able to have the vision for what it is that
Mhm.
you want to do. And
Mhm.
that's where Amy is going to come into play.
Yeah.
She has a workshop coming up,
Absolutely.
help you to
Mhm.
crystallize for you, not
Mhm.
for anybody
Mhm.
else. What is
Yes.
it that you want? What
Mhm.
kind of life are you looking for?
Mhm.
Who do you want to serve? How do you want to make an impact in this world?
Mhm.
If you're over 40 and you haven't started thinking about impact, yeah, now's the mess. Start thinking about impact. Who do
No.
you want to
Yes.
serve? What do
Mhm.
you want to be remembered for?
Mhm.
So attend that workshop and come up with that
Mhm.
bigger
Yeah.
goal, right? That's probably going to be bigger than you. It's probably going to scare you, but that's
That's
a-okay
good.
because everybody's
That's
scared. We're all
good. That's
scared. We're all
great.
doing it afraid,
Mhm.
right? Come up with those goals and then hire a coach that can keep you
Mhm.
accountable and can move you along on this
Mhm.
journey.
Mhm.
Enough of the
Mhm.
excuses. We're all wired for greatness. We know that.
Yeah.
But only less
Absolutely.
than 0.0001% of people are going to be great.
Mhm.
But you can choose to be different, right?
Mhm.
And it's that's the decision right
Mhm.
now. So
Absolutely.
Amy, so how can people
Absolutely.
get in touch? How can they attend this session? Like, how can we get more information? We want to know.
I want to know too. Actually, actually, something that I came up this and you see that's so the beauty about when you're so crystal clear about the things that you want, you get so much inspiration. So the workshop that's coming, that's actually something just that just came through me this morning. Actually, I was like, oh yes, yes, Eureka, let's do
Yeah.
this. So I haven't set any dates yet, but my course is already completed, the presentation is already the handout are made. It will be a lot of fun because I'm someone who brings the energy in the room. I like interactivity, so I think it might be in this month or in March. I haven't set the dates yet, but even if it's going to be in March, it will be on the first week of March. So just block your agenda the last week of February, first week of March.
Okay.
That's going to be between there.
Okay.
And if you would like some more information about the workshop, about what to expect, I already had it map out. This is a spoiler alert. Actually, you're the first one who's knowing about this.
Yay! Special.
So it's a premiere for you.
Yeah.
You can always reach out to me. You can go on my profile, send me a message. I also have a podcast, but unfortunately, it's only in Dutch because I'm living on the Dutch part of Belgium. But I'm also beginning to creating an English one also, so you can. When it's ready, I will also put it on the link on my bio.
Awesome.
If you have any other questions, do you want some tips or tricks about how to get out more of your career? If you're like, okay, I'm in a certain career now, but I don't know if it's the job for me. How can I make it more spicy, more excited? Just reach out for me. I'm here to help. Are you looking for ways to scale up your business or just to start your business? Don't hesitate to reach out,
Yeah, reach out.
because just reach out, just there to share, share your story, because you're not alone on this journey. Also something to remember, you are not alone. You
Yeah.
can get any help you want. So
Yeah,
thank you.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. This was super awesome. And for those of you who
Mm,
joined late, well, we've been talking about what's love got to do with your career and business. And the truth is, it everything, right? The partner
mhm,
that you choose, the relationship that you have at home can either elevate you to the next level or it can hold you
mhm,
back, pull you down, crush you, and make you even sometimes forget about your dreams. I call them the dream
mhm,
killers. But
mhm,
it doesn't have to be that way. And
mhm,
today we've covered, we've gone up, down, sideways, some of the tips and ways that you can reposition yourself, you can change your mindset. So whether or not you're
mhm,
getting support at home, you're still able to move forward
mhm,
and find support
mhm,
externally in
mhm,
communities. There's a lot of women empowering other women
mhm,
communities. There are people like Aimée, business coaches who are here to
mhm,
support you and move you along that journey.
mhm.
Whatever it is, do not let that dream die. Do not let
Die,
that
no.
fire inside of you distinguish because you're with
Mm-mm.
somebody. The
Mhm,
partner that you're with is there for a reason, sometimes a season, and be
mhm,
okay with it. But the
mhm,
goal, your purpose, should never be given up. You
mm-mm,
should pursue those goals. Find people who can help you. Attend Amy's goal setting workshop so that we can crystallize what it is that you want to do, so that you feel like you've lived a life of fulfillment, a life of
mhm,
purpose, a life of impact. The question always has to be behind your head: how do you want to be remembered? If you
mhm,
die today, is it she was a mother, she was
mhm,
an employee? Is that what you want to be remembered by? It's up to you,
mhm,
but you can make a difference. You can choose a different path and you can find the support that you need. Whether or not love is happening at home or not, you can choose the path, the difficult path, which is never an
mhm.
easy path, but it's possible for you. So thank you so much for being here with us, and thanks to
Oh,
everyone who
thank you.
joined.
You.
Super
Thank you for
amazing.
inviting me.
Super, super,
It was really really a nice conversation, and
super amazing.
yeah, I hope that we that's the people that are watching, and that they do take notes, but that it doesn't only stay with the notes, and that are actually going to take some
Take
action
action.
step. Because believe me, babes, it's also something that I found out. It's like, okay, you can keep on learning, and learning the theory, but if you don't put anything in practice, you won't see any difference. If you want your life to change, you have to take some actions. You have to do something, then you will see the results. You will begin to see the results. So begin planting those seeds today. Don't wait tomorrow. Don't wait within an hour. Actually, while you're watching this, do it. Just do it right now.
Yeah.
That's all
Just do
I
it.
have to say.
Just do it. And I think probably the most profound thing that we said today. So if you're in a relationship, okay,
Mm-hmm.
fine. If you're single and looking, please
Mm,
start choosing partners that are aligned with the future version of you, that
mm-hmm.
align with where you're going, not with where you are now, that
Mm,
align with your dreams so that
mm,
you can have the support and the encouragement that we all need to keep journeying on this very, very difficult life. It's not an easy journey, but it's here. We're here for a reason. We're here to learn and experience it. So let's embrace it and choose better. Go on better dates, choose better partners, and go ahead and thrive.
Yay!
Thank you, everyone, for joining us this
Thank
week on
you.
Get Real, where we keep it real and we just talk about everything life and love and how we can move forward in our evolution of life. Until next week, same time.
Okay.
Have a fantastic week. Thank you so much, Amy, for being here, and thanks to
Thank
everyone who
you.
joined us today.
Thank you for having me. Bye
All right, bye,
bye.
everyone.